Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Straight Bat with Mr. Cricket UAE, Mr. Anis Sajan. And without wasting much time, I'll go straight to Anis Bhai. Anis Bhai, how did you enjoy the match today?
Well, I was anxiously waiting for this match, especially because Hong Kong was playing Pakistan. And with due respect to Hong Kong, I did not want an upset. And I'm glad Pakistan won. And not only won, they won it quite easily.
Yeah, true. Uh, Ashfaq, our assistant director must be waiting to, is gleaming right now. So you must be waiting to talk about Pakistan's performance. Ashfaq, tell me what exactly was the most striking point in this match today? Like what do you like the most?
I see it. I like the way Pakistan batted today because they read the Sharjah wicket very well. Because on Sharjah wicket, the ball always keep low. And they made the strategy. Some people were very upset and frustrated. It was frustrating for some people that why Rizwan and Fakhar Zaman is not scoring high. I mean, not accelerating the run rate in the first 10 overs. But that was the game plan. They kept it. They wanted to keep wickets. So that's a good strategy. They kept the wicket 10 overs, and the next 10 overs, they take charge and hit all over the wicket. So that's a good thing. And the second good thing was Fakhar Zaman got his form back. Finally, he scored some runs. And we got Khushdil Shah, who got very nice clean hitting. That's a good sign for number 4 batsman for Pakistan.
Very good. Correct. Absolutely. You're right. You're spot on in that sense because the batting was, it showed that they are all firing now. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Anis Bhai, Hong Kong, we expected some good performance from them after a good batting effort and a fairly decent bowling performance, but for the Suryakumar Yadav's knock against India. What went wrong in your opinion, Anis Bhai?
Again, I will come to the same point, Satish. It's about experience. These boys get to hardly play with the big boys. Once in a while, they get either an Asia Cup or a World Cup, which happens once in 2 years or once in 4 years. That's not good enough for them to get to the level of cricket what the other international teams are playing. You see, in the both matches, they had India in 10 overs 70 and Pakistan probably 60, 65. But in the 10 overs, they ended up leaking 100, 120 runs, which for them to chase 190 is never going to be easy. Chasing 160 is going to be difficult. Having said that, against Pakistan today, they folded quite meekly. You have to give credit to Pakistan for that. There's no doubt about it. But again, I come back to the same point. If the guys like the Hong Kongs, the UAEs, the Omans, the Scotlands, the Irelands, the associate nations, if they want to get better, they have to play more games. Once in a year, they need to play at least 4 or 5 games regularly so that they brush up their skills.
Ireland is now the test playing nation. So Ireland will be getting some chances. But yes, of course, as you said, all these teams they might be playing. They should be playing more against the biggies, not amongst themselves, to get their experience. You're absolutely spot on, Anis Bhai. Ashfaq, the bowlers literally ran through the side, and the first again, Naseem Shah was quick. I think that they put the Hong Kong team on the back foot straight away, isn't it?
Absolutely, Satish. Naseem was too hot for them. Even their best batsman Hayat couldn't read him at all, and he just went blindly after the ball and beat him by the sheer pace, and the ball hit the off stump right good in swinger. And Dhani also played very well. They executed the plan very well, and unfortunately they couldn't get the chance to come back because spinners took over, and Nawaz and Shadab just literally ripped through the batting line. Nawaz getting the best figure, 3 for 5 runs, and Shadab 4 for 8 runs. And as Anis Bhai said, they lack experience because they couldn't read Shadab's googly. 3 got ball on googly. So they couldn't read the bowler. They haven't they haven't faced the experienced bowlers like the big boys, as Anis Bhai said. So it was too much for them, but we were not expecting this low total. But they didn't put up any fight. None of the batsmen entered a double figure. Extra was the highest score. It's a shame to say, but that's the fact. And Pakistan got the highest ever win. It's 155 runs win.
Yeah, in a T20.
The last highest win they have against West Indies in 2018 was 143 runs against West Indies. So this was the highest win. And lowest total, you know the statistics better, lowest total of Hong Kong, lowest total in Sharjah, lowest total in UAE. So a lot of records were made.
A lot of records are there, yeah. And of course, yeah. Now moving on, again, we are getting back into the India-Pakistan clash next one. But more than that, I would like to even look at the future. It seems like these are the two best teams, isn't it, Anis bhai? On paper, what do you think? In the Super 4, whom do you think will be, like a under contender who can give them a fight?
You know what, Satish and Ashfaq Bhai, as much as I would like to say India, Pakistan came as the better teams, it's Afghanistan who has shown than India and Pakistan. They beat Sri Lanka and Bangladesh quite convincingly. And I would not say that it was just one fluke game or two fluke games. They've shown that they're better in the pace department. They've shown they're better in the spin department. And while batting, they're not depending on one or two players. They have shown in the last match, the two Zadrans getting them the wins. So if you have to ask me very honestly, as much as I want an India-Pakistan final, I wouldn't discount Afghanistan.
Okay. Ashfaq, quickly, what do you think in the next match, India-Pakistan?
Satish, I think the big win against Hong Kong must have given a lot of confidence to Pakistan, because if you have in close game in this against a small team, then the confidence level goes down. But this has given a lot of confidence to Pakistan team. And other thing is now Fakhar has got form, but my worry is Babar Zaman. Babar Zaman is not getting runs. That's a big worry. He should get run against India if we have to win. So that's
he's a class player anyway.
Yeah.
He's class player, so he doesn't have to worry about his form.
If he gets run against India, I think that will be a very close match, very interesting match.
Yeah. So, but who will win? Your guess?
I would say Pakistan should win, so we can have a final as well. Okay, but again, as Anis bhai said, Afghanistan can be a dark horse as well, because they're in good form and they have nothing to lose. I mean, they are going all out to win.
Correct,
so
absolutely.
It's going to be interesting round of 4.
Correct. Anis bhai, your thoughts, Pakistan, India?
You know what, Ashfaq Bhai said a good point, that the runs on the back of Fakhar Zaman as well as Rizwan would give them confidence, and the wickets by the bowlers. Similarly, Surya, as you said, scored 100. But I would look at a performance point of view, it's good, but without taking anything away from both India and Pakistan, I want to see how they play each other when they meet again. And if India are put into bat first, I want to see a good fight, like how Pakistan gave a good fight when they were put into bat. So this toss plays a very crucial role. We'll have to wait and watch how this match pans out, because when you win the toss, you get that little bit of edge because the wickets are a bit difficult to start off.
Correct.
Again, it is very difficult to pick a winner. As much as I would like to pick India, but I wouldn't pick any winner just on the basis of the performance against Hong Kong. And the first match was so close. So it was just India's luck. I would not say luck, but India had their better day, so India won.
But Anis bhai, coming to the final question, maybe Jadeja not going to be there because he was the main performer against Pakistan in the first game.
Big blow for India. To be very honest, Ravindra Jadeja is three-facet. We talk about always his batting, his bowling, but the fielding has an edge over all the rest of the. If you compare in Pakistan's 11 players and India's rest 10, he's better than 21 players. I mean, I'm sure Ashfaq will agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
He saves that 10, 15 runs, one good run out. It makes a huge difference. So he will be definitely missed. But this boy coming into the Akshar Patel has shown off late that he's a good player, but he will be tested against Pakistan. We'll have to see how he is able to deliver with the bat as much as with the ball. His fielding is not up to the standard of Ravindra Jadeja.
Correct. Yes. Yes. It's going to be an interesting Super Four starting from tomorrow between Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. Yes, Afghanistan could be a dark horse. Thanks for joining, Anis bhai. Thanks, Ashfaq. And please do log into our all the news channels, social media channels. Thank you. We will meet again next time. Thank you. Bye bye.